Y'all just foda, né?
So as you can see, I'm showing the part numbers to this water pump. So if you need to know for 2014 Chevy Cruze on the water pump, this is what it is. And also showing you what it look like when you open the box. It's always good to open the box, make sure ain't nothing old new. But I'm showing another clip where it comes with the water pump and the whole assembly kit that you get if you have to change the timing belt. So I'm doing this video as a diagram for 2014 Chevy Cruze 1.8 liter fuel injection. Now, some vehicles they fluctuate, especially between the 1.4. But I think that'd be a different year. Certain variations be different, like especially with the upper and lower hose. As you can tell on this one, one of the upper hoses. You see how the setup is going to the radiator, and then we have also the lower. That's lower going upper, upper going lower, going to the water pump. As you can tell, it's easy, and it's an easy spot to replace. Remove the tension belt. You have bolts. The issue we was having with this was it was leaking from the water pump. I kind of figured that in the last video, but I couldn't able to see until I was able to get it jacked up. I didn't have my jack stance on where I was at. I didn't feel like putting up, but when I had it put on the lift, you can actually see where it was pin dripping, which was causing the radiator fluids to drop. So we got brand new lower. I'm gonna put a description of the part number on that. And I'm gonna put a prescription on the upper as well. And like I said, you can, I don't know if I can, I'm showing a good video. I'm gonna get it replaced. I'm not gonna do it myself. I just ain't really got the time. But it's not in a hard place to replace this water pump. As you can tell, the water pump sits right here on top on this model. But I'm definitely gonna put the part numbers, because you know how I'm big on parts, y'all. And I know, and the reason I'm doing this video too is because it was hard finding exactly upper and lower at the parts store. It was pulling up, even though they had the VIN number and they was putting in 1.8 liter, it was showing different radiator hoses. It's just hard to go sometimes to the parts store. So I ordered off Amazon, and it's another couple places. Went to Summit had a back order. I think they had to always September 15, and of course, you know, y'all can go to GM, but it's gonna probably be more expensive. So we replacing the water pump, replacing the hoses, because it seems very brim. You probably can get away with it more, but I don't like how that feels. I think at some point that would be an actual problem, as you can see here. So use this video as a diagram, not an actual diagram, but if your setup is like this on the 1.8 liter fuel injection, and if you look at the other videos, some of the other stuff that we did, you're able to see. I will put the part numbers in the video. Also, just you know, I always do this in real time. I don't never do no rehearsing before. I do it action live. So I put that in the description. So therefore you'll know what the part numbers is for the upper, lower radiator hose, and you know what I'm saying, the water pump, which, you know, we're going with the Duralast. That's the one that all of them had. But you know what I'm saying, you always can get a more high speed one from GM, depending on longevity. But this is on the 1.8 fuel injection 2014 Chevy Cruze. Is what this setup look at. This is the reason why I did this video stuff, for you will know the difference between just putting in or they getting out the radiator hoses. You gotta check. If you can also find a radiator hose place that make hoses, that'd be a good also video to do as well. So I'm already going on in 5 minutes, but use this video as a diagram of everything that I already showed you. Lock in with me. So on these Chevy Cruze, when it get to a certain amount of miles, as you see on the dash, it'll say change timing belt, see on the menu, or whatever the issue that's going on that the computer reads. So this belt probably could go a little longer, but I already have it. When you change the timing belt with this as well, you also probably want to go and change the two bearings or pulleys that goes into the time change. The time chain kit that comes with the water pump, the time chain belt, the two pulley bearings, and that comes to like $240 or something like that. And I don't have the time to really do it, and it takes longer than need, so I'm allowed someone else to do this one. Just like I did a water pump, just didn't have time because of the weekend, but this just requires a little more time. I'm gonna try to get some pictures taken so you can see the process of that. I'm gonna also show you the part number, what I'm talking about that in a second, show you what actually that time belt is when you doing on these Chevy Cruze. And this is 2014. I think it run all the way from 2011 all the way to 2016, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the parts in a second and where it's located at to do it. So if you stand in front of the vehicle and you want to know where the timing belt is located, it's gonna be right here. It's gonna be right here. All this got to come off. The motor mount got to come off. You got to take off the tension belt. Got to come off. And then you're gonna have to remove all that's down there. And then seen some clips where you have to also drop. You have to lift up the car, drop the motor down. Once you take the motor mount, it's gonna drop down a bit on this side. And it's just too much time for me to have to deal with all of that. I mean, it's kind of easy setup, but I don't have the time. So I'm gonna let someone else do it. So I'm gonna show you the part. So this is the Ls that they have that come with the timing kit with the water pump. All I really needed was just the belt. Like I said, the two timing belt, the tensioner, and the pulley. That's all I really needed. But if you had already did a water pump and you end up don't want to try, cause trying to buy all this stuff individual, like this pulley, I think it was like $160. I think one was $180 for the tension pulley. Crazy. That's mad crazy. And the pump like 109 separate. So you got the, you know, I'm always big on parts. So it's a Ls timing kit with the water pump kit included. Water pump, timing belt, tension, pulley, hydraulic tension. If you try to buy all this stuff separately, it costs a lot. Like this pulley and that pulley, one was like 184, one was like 160, water pump 109. The kit came to like $240, $50, something like that. I can't remember exactly. But let me give you this part number for it. You know, I'm big on part numbers. So this is the last thing I had said in the other video that had to get done is the timing change. Also got the doggone Cadillac converter replaced. So if you ever got it within 30 days of water pump, and then you're gonna have to get this kit, just end up just taking it back, putting it in the other box, and get your money back for the water pump if you had to do that though. Not necessarily saying that's your issue, but that's what I had. So it's still pricey, man, and it's time consuming to do too.
For the paint pen, they mark their lineups. Your bottom's got a lineup marked right there.
Right.
But these, you can see somebody put the paint pen on that. And these are your cam phasers. They can go bad too. And what they are is like weights. But they're camshaft phasers.
But they ain't never changed them pulleys. They look like them the same pulleys, right?
Well, it's hard to tell because it don't take but a little bit of wear to show this. Like I said, that belt is showing some wear.
Yeah, I see it. I wonder how many miles does it set to